Inbounded by Louisville, only 7 on the shot clock. Brown from way downtown, all the way from Louisville, and that's no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas sends it up to Miller on the right side. Miller able to find Harris. Harris worked it inside the arc, working on Brown. He's going to kick it outside. Here's Day Thomas, left side of the arc. Gives it to Abayev. Abayev looking down low to Sham. Sham working around. He's guarded closely by Fruit. Takes the floater. That's good. A beautiful shot there from Mustafa Sham.
Now it ends a scoring drought the last 2 minutes for Cincinnati, and if they want to keep in this game, they're going to have to find ways to score the basketball.
3 is up from Conwell. That's good. Conwell made that one from Norwood, where he used to play. 17-9 is your score here in Cincinnati. 10:30 remaining in the first half. Day Thomas at the top of the key, hands it off to Sean Abayev. Abayev working from left to right, finds Baba Miller. Miller's going to hand it off now to Buck Harris. Harris on the right side, finds Chom. Chom working from right to left at the top of the key, and he finds Miller on the left wing. Baba Miller inside the paint, tries to kick it outside. Too much on the pass. Day couldn't corral it. It's going to go for a backcourt violation. It might have just rolled out of bounds, really, against Cincinnati. It's going to be an inbound for Louisville either way.
Whether it was backcourt or out of bounds is up for interpretation just based off of how it angled as it crossed the half-court stripe. But a pass off the back foot for Baba Miller, a little bit behind Day Thomas. And unfortunately, they play basketball. They don't play football. So contorting their bodies like a wide receiver isn't exactly their MO.
That's going on at Paycor Stadium right now in that big-time matchup that involves Coach Pat Kelsey. But anyway, here's Louisville with possession at the top of the key. Working inside is Frew. Frew with a spin move in the paint. Floats it up. No good. Offensive board to the Cardinals. Conwell, top of the key. He'll take the 3. That's no good off the side of the iron. The rebound goes to Sham.
Oh, when he got a wingspan like that, he was able to snatch that. The ball would technically cross the baseline, but he grabbed it, snatched its way back in.
Cincinnati on the right side. Sean Abayev for 3. That's no good off the back iron. A battle for the board is won by Mikael Brown.
And that's something that you don't want to see. Sean Abayev only 3 points on the night. He's been awfully quiet. You're going to need him to step up.
Mikael Brown for 3. There he is. There is the star freshman knocking it down. We have a foul on the floor. They're going to say basket's good, and the foul's going to go against the Cardinals, it looks like.
It's like Kirk Risa was down. Foul goes on Adrian Woolley. You kind of saw state transfer, a native of Tuscaloosa. I guess a little extra bump towards the absolutely. And just a little bit too hard of a shove on the pass or on the attempt down low. Risa got knocked to the floor. Seems to be okay, though.
As you said, Woolley, the freshman of the year last year in the Conference USA, is one of the star players, also all first team in CUSA as well. 17-12 is your score here. Cincinnati in front with 9 to go in the first half. Right side, Baba Miller working closely alongside Roots. That's too much contact there on Kenai Roots, so it's going to be an inbound for Cincinnati on the right.
And yet again, Baba Miller slipped on his back foot. That floor is slick, and the reasoning could be anything. The condensation from the cooling systems under the rink, anything else, but it's going to be a thing to watch out for as we go on with this game.
It's funny I brought up Rick Pitino and the Louisville River Frogs. This next year, these teams will play at Freedom Hall, where all that happened as well. But here we go on the left side. Sean Abayev working towards the right side. Hands it off to Sham. Sham thought about Day Thomas. Instead goes to Krisa on the right. Krisa, great pass back to Sham. Sham with some contact as he went towards the basket. No whistle, and here comes Louisville. Woolley with some speed, kicks it outside. Thought about the 3. Now the 3 is going to go up from Rogers. That's good. Kobe Rogers in his hometown knocks down the 3, and the Cards have life.
And this is not what you want to see if you're a Bearcat fan. The Cardinals are getting hot, and it's a 2-point game.
Card Nation comes alive as the Ville traveled to the Natty. 17-15 is your score with 8.5 to go in the first half. Thomas towards the basket, floats it up, no good. Rebound goes to the Cardinals. Here comes Louisville down the right side. In the hands of Roots. Roots going to look towards the left side to Frew. Frew goes right back to Woolley. Woolley's in that left corner. He's working on Sham towards the basket. Puts it up off the glass and in. We are tied at 17, and the 5:02 is loud in the 5-1-3.
And that is a big bucket down low, forced through traffic. We're all tied up.
Under 8 to go in the first half. Tied at 17 between Cincinnati and Louisville. A lot of red on their feet here at Heritage Bank Center. We're getting an off-ball foul against the Cardinals. So you hear that red that's standing up, boo off of that call. Oof. That's going to be our timeout here. But Louisville, all of a sudden, all of those trends that we were seeing with Cincinnati, we're now seeing with Louisville. Louisville on a 13-2 scoring run over the last 4.5 minutes, 11-0 run over the last 2.5, 3 for 3 on their last 3. Throw in for Louisville on the left side. Morris is going to come over to take it. Right at that midfield mark where we've seen a couple already be thrown in today for North Carolina. He throws it back to his back line. Here's Kyle Adams moving from left to right. Sends the ball over to the right side of the field. There's Josh Jones. Jones up to Days. Days across midfield. 7th minute of play. Still scoreless between Louisville and North Carolina. Jones right outside the center circle on the right side. Looks around. He's got Serrano. He's going to look to his right, though, to Lambert. Lambert right back to Jones. Classic Louisville City, taking their time, trying to push the ball forward. Kyle Adams, working the left side, across midfield he goes. Adams uses his left, sends it to Serrano on his left. Along the left sideline, Serrano moves towards his right, works back towards the midfield as it'll go to Josh Jones in the center circle.
North Carolina is being very defensively responsible. You can kind of tell that they're very much looking concerned with the Louisville City attack.
Right side of the field, Jansen Wilson has it. He goes down. No whistle is blown. It's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick for Trevor Mulqueen.
I mean, I know I'm a little bit farther away than that referee. I think I saw a little bit of extra foot action there, but we'll let the referee have that.
So
don't get them all right.
Mulqueen's going to get another goal kick. We're still scoreless between Louisville and North Carolina. This game, of course, scheduled for last night, postponed due to travel issues involving North Carolina.
Hey, but I think it kind of worked out. I mean, we got much better weather today than we would have had yesterday.
That is correct.
It's a little rainy yesterday.
It's about as beautiful as you could ask for a soccer game. High 80s and sunny. Beautiful night in Butchertown. Louisville with the throw in on the right side of the field. It's thrown in by Perez. To the back line it goes. We're in the 9th minute of play. Scoreless between Louisville and North Carolina. Kyle Adams working the left side of the field. Pushing up towards that midfield mark. He's looking towards his right. He's got a man open. That's Perez. Perez going to get underneath it. Puts one touch on it. Now he's even with the 18. Pushing towards that goal line. Chips it forward. Takes a weird deflection. Went right back off of him. It's going to go out for a goal kick. The fans don't love the call, but Mulqueen will get another one.
I'm in agreement with the other 9,000 officials here today.
9th minute of play. Still scoreless between Louisville and North Carolina. Mulqueen with another goal kick. This one he's going to take from his left side as he pushes everyone forward towards the midfield. Back line of 3 guys stay back for North Carolina, though. This one's sent towards that left touch line. It's going to go straight out of bounds. A wasted goal kick and a throw in for Louisville City.
Ball doesn't lie, does it?
Ball does not lie. Perez holds it over his head at the midfield. Hands it off now to Days. Days goes back to Josh Jones to throw it in. There's Kyle Adams working from right to left. Adams goes through that center circle. Now on the left touchline, it's Jake Morris. Morris uses his left, sends a nifty pass up to Ray Serrano. Serrano was working towards the touchline. Now he's going to look towards his right. Sends a long ball up, looking for Perez. Perez is going to get there and keep it in. He's even with the 6-yard box, pushing towards the 18. Here's Perez. Goes around the defender, chips it in, towards the shot's on, and it's in! Jansen Wilson finishes it, and Louisville City leads early. What a play from the boys in purple. Perez started it, and Wilson finishes it.
Exactly what I said. They needed to go ahead and put North Carolina in the back foot, score early, and that's exactly what they did. North Carolina was trying to be respectful and mindful of the Louisville City attack, but even that wasn't enough. Jansen Wilson scoring. I mean, the Jansen Wilson story is a fun one, so I'm always thrilled to death when he gets a goal in there. You know, spent 2 seasons walking on and training with the team, finally getting his first opportunity last year, and it was quite the breakout. Hasn't as many goals this year as he had in the past, but I think he's starting to get momentum back on his side. And right now, at least the last game, he was walking quite the mustache here. I think he's starting to approach territory. He's not going to be allowed to shave that. It's too good of luck.
The long ball from Serrano on the left side goes over to Perez on that right touchline. He dangles the defender, goes around him, finds Wilson open. The shot goes on, and Louisville leads by 1. We're in the 11th minute of play. Louisville City leads.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
The college football season has officially wrapped, with the Indiana Hoosiers winning the national championship. But now on the clock is another event.
The NFL draft season never ends for me. It's always ongoing.
Justin Diedrich, a junior at the University of Cincinnati, has a very particular hobby. He doesn't just watch athletes play football. He scouts them, spending hundreds of hours evaluating their film and attempting to predict who the best prospects are.
When you just watch a player, you're seeing the play happen, you're like, okay, he caught the ball. When you're scouting the player, you're seeing, okay, how was the route? How was the turn here? What was the release? Did he catch it cleanly? Was it a little bit, stumble there? You're watching for the smaller things, the more finer things when scouting.
The NFL draft is the direct pathway for collegiate players to reach the professional league. It's become crucial for teams to succeed in the draft to succeed on the field.
The NFL draft is everything to these teams because nowadays with contracts being so high, teams can't afford to be able to sign a bunch of players in free agency. This is the chance to be able to infuse your team with young talent and win right away because players are better coming out of the draft nowadays than they used to be. So you're getting instant stars right out of the draft if you hit on your picks.
Justin sees his hobby as something that could develop into a career, and he sees himself improving year after year.
It's really fun to be able to watch these players scout and evaluate because not only are they taking a next step, but I'm taking a next step when evaluating them.
Justin will spend the next few months continuing to scout and analyze draft-eligible players until he gets that moment in April when you can hear that iconic NFL draft chime. For Bearcast News, I'm Aidan Riggs.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby is the biggest horse race in the world, and horses have to earn their way in. One way is through the Jeff Ruby Stakes at Turfway Park.
Jeff Ruby Stakes has a rich history here in Northern Kentucky. It's been run now for 55 years this year. $777,000 purse, the richest race in Turfway Park history. And this year's Jeff Ruby Stakes is no different of the star power.
The road to the Kentucky Derby spans from September to April, with late races being labeled as win and in.
On the first Saturday in May at Churchill Downs, we want the top 3-year-olds that are in the best form. So as the races get closer to May, the points also increase. This Saturday in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, the winner will receive 100 qualifying points, stamping their berth for Kentucky Derby 152.
Turfway Park is a little different from some of the other tracks in the area. When you think of Churchill Downs and Keeneland, you might think of the dirt tracks, but here at Turfway, it's synthetic, allowing them to race all year round.
The surface here at Turfway Park is known as a tapeta surface. It's a mixture of a rubber compound, and it just plays more nicely in the winter conditions here. So now it's not a traditional dirt surface, it's not the traditional turf surface that we see at Churchill Downs. It's sort of a surface that dirt horses like, turf horses like. It's a unique combination.
The surface plays a huge factor into handicappers' wagering strategies at Turfway. Jeff Riggs, known as the Bearded Handicapper, explains.
It is a totally different surface, and you have to treat it as such. So that's what's kind of difficult going into, like you were talking about the Kentucky Derby. You need to look at, pedigrees, see if the horse should be able to handle the dirt as well. It's just a totally different kind of handicapping.
The Jeff Ruby Stakes is a prep race considered to be on the rise by many in the horse racing community.
It is a really great track there at Turfway to get horses prepped. And that's what it's all about coming into the Kentucky Derby is just getting that nice progression. You want to see that forward progression from horses. So that's really what I like to see on these prep races is the horses that have taken that step forward. And I do think a lot of horses have been using the Jeff Ruby Stakes in the last few years to do that.
The Jeff Ruby Stakes is the biggest day of the year when it comes to Turfway Park, with thousands of fans expected to pack the park.
People that are in the VIP lounge for the Jeff Ruby Stakes, they'll experience the top-notch food of the Jeff Ruby experience that you would if you go to the downtown or any of the other Jeff Ruby's locations here in Northern Kentucky. You'll also have a party going out in the general admission tent. You'll have live entertainment throughout the day. Couple that with 10 great horse races throughout the day. It's a party for everybody. Jeff Ruby Stakes Day here at Turfway Park.
For Bearcast News, I'm Aidan Riggs.